Hi, I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for TTN-HD Production Live, here with director-writer Ingrid Veninger. What inspired the making of the film I Am a Good Person, I Am a Bad Person?
Well, it was really inspired by film festivals. My daughter and I were traveling to festivals with this film Modra, which was a Canada Top 10 film and had its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2010. So the beginning of 2011 was a whole bunch of festivals, and in March we were going to a festival just outside Manchester in Bradford. And I think festivals are really interesting environments for filmmakers because you show up, you're exposing your work to audiences in different parts of the world. You never know who's going to be there. And I've always wanted that sort of world to be a backdrop to a story. So we made a film together called I'm a Good Person, I'm a Bad Person. I act in it with my daughter. She's 19, and it's about a mother and a daughter who travel to these film festivals. The mother's assistant, very reluctantly. So they're trying to have a kind of bonding experience on the road, but it doesn't really turn out that great. And the daughter goes to visit a cousin in Paris, and the mother goes to a festival in Berlin, and they each, very independent of one another, have to make some very big life choices before they come back home to Toronto.
How closely is this based on real-life experiences?
Well, I hope it's not my real life because the filmmaker I play is very flawed and she's not a very good mother. Her daughter basically hates her guts, but I think there's a lot of really personal things in the film. I mean, I really love hearing the audiences respond with laughter because I think it's hopefully honest and sad, but also really entertaining and funny, and people can see themselves reflected in these two characters of the mother and the daughter. I think anybody who's ever tried to create something and has had to sort of struggle with letting it go, like as a parent, you have to let go of your kids. As a filmmaker, you have to let go of your work and all the attachment about it being good or received by the public or the critics. This sort of the struggle of letting go and navigating how you're a good person or a bad person in that process is kind of at the core of the film.
How was it working with your daughter?
Well, this is our second feature film together. She was the star of Modra, and I have incredible respect for her. She makes acting look very, very easy. It's not at all when you have to repeat the actions over and over again. There's so much mechanics involved in giving a naturalistic performance, and she makes it look super easy. She's a natural. Yeah.
Do you think you'll be working together again in the future?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if she didn't want to make this film, I don't think it would exist. And I love directing her, and I would definitely, absolutely like to work with her again. I feel like as a mother, I've worked with my kids in all my feature films. My son was in Only, my daughter was in Modra, and this film, I'm a Good Person, I'm a Bad Person. And, you know, I have an incredibly supportive partner, my husband, John Switzer. We've been together for 22 years. But often as a woman, especially because I do tend to get really immersed in my work, it can take you away from your family. So by involving my family, it kind of empowers us as a unit and makes us stronger.
And what can we look forward to seeing next at Punk Films?
Yeah, well, this run at the Royal is very special to me. It's special because the box office proceeds from all of the screenings of I'm a Good Person, I'm a Bad Person are going towards a challenge. The challenge deadline is actually midnight tonight, and I'm challenging Toronto filmmakers to make a feature film for $1,000. And I've received, so far, 23 submissions and counting. I think we might be at 30. And I'm hoping with the box office we can greenlight at least 5 feature films. So the public that's come out to support this very independent, DIY film is now going to generate more feature films that are going to screen here at the Royal in September. So I was reading the applications today, and I'm incredibly excited, and I'll be executive producing all of those. So 5 features this summer. And I'm producing a new film by Peter Mettler. He did a feature called Gambling Gods and LSD. He shot a film called Manufactured Landscapes in Petropolis. And I've worked with him for the last 20 years. I'm going to produce his film. You'll hear about it this fall. It's called The End of Time. And I'm going to write my new feature. I'll hopefully make that next year, called Wedding in Whitehorse.
And where can we find more information about you and your projects online?
Yeah, I have a website, punkfilms.ca, and you can find my features Only and Modra are both on iTunes in Canada and the US, so I hope people check them out.
Great. Thank you so much, Ingrid, and best of luck with all of your upcoming projects.
Thanks, my pleasure.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for TTN-HD Production Live.